está arrastrando. A ver, asómate a ver si no se empieza a meter al estacionamiento.
Snow and hail in Mexico City? How can this be? Only thing I can think of is the HAARP. Let's rock. On the mic. Hello, good people. This is your guy, Mr. Educator, Mr. Communicator, Mr. Free Thinker, coming back at you live once again from the Lone Star State with another edition of the Media Mike Speaks. All right, good people, it is 22 minutes past the hour, and yes, we are the voice of the everyday citizen. All right, good people, I don't know if you heard of this story in Mexico City. It snowed, and they had a hailstorm, as you saw in that video. You know, Mexico City is like Southern California. You know that song produced by, Raphael Sadiq of Tony, that group. It never rains in Southern California. Well, it does not snow or hail in Mexico City. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't snow in parts of Mexico because they have mountains and stuff, but not here. So we're going to talk about this. I'm not going to get too far into it, but you're going to see for yourself, because we all know how Big Brother is. So let's get to this story. Alerts were put in place across Mexico City as an intense hailstorm hit on Sunday, June 12th. The freak storm left a thick layer of ice on the streets, leaving many to wonder how something like this could have occurred just before the start of summer. As reported by the Daily Mail, 10 boroughs in Mexico City were hit by the hailstorm, leading the government to issue a yellow alert. The storm mostly hit the center and western parts of the city and led to half a foot of rain. Meanwhile, there have been no reported deaths connected to the unexpected hail, but several buildings have been compromised. The intense hail made a section of the roof of a supermarket begin to leak and then partially collapse. One person was injured with a broken clavicle. I believe that's a shoulder or collarbone. And 2 people were temporarily trapped by the parts of the roof that fell. As a Twitter video shows, mounds of hail hit the city, making it look like it was covered in snow. A lot of it was. The streets. Anyway, it also shows the terrifying moment when the supermarket's roof began to fall apart, causing immediate chaos. People began to scream, asking if others were left inside under the rubble, and shouts pleading for everyone to get out of the store. There's no doubt Mexico City was not prepared for a hailstorm of this proportion. Other videos captured how a bus cuts through deep hail on the streets and people struggle to walk through it as they go about their day. As one Twitter user put it, if you're not worried, you're not paying attention, unquote. All right, good people, you better listen up. As one Twitter user put it, if you're not worried, you're not paying attention, unquote. Now, let that sink in for a moment. What do they mean by that? So let's continue. The same Twitter user later wrote in the replies, "We had a huge hailstorm over vast areas of the city yesterday afternoon, not even remotely normal." Also explaining how it was insane all over the city. Aha. Now, as you all know, this was posted on the YouTube video, so you can look it up yourself. That showed the full extent of the hailstorm, demonstrating how cars all over the city were covered in hail, while trees and buildings were left damaged. They also revealed how the storm eventually led to flooding, as you saw in that telephone. I guess it's TikTok. Someone had uploaded that. So the outlet wrote in the caption that the hail initially stopped traffic and residents were advised not to leave their homes unless necessary. Later, as the ice melted, floodwaters were seen in low-lying areas, causing further disruption. Once the flooding died down, debris from trees and buildings could be seen throughout the city. While people around the world are shocked at the fact the hailstorm hit in June, it's not the first time this has happened in a warm weather month. Now, I guess the Daily Report, they go back, they said in July 2019 that a similar hailstorm hit Guadalajara, covering the city in ice that reached up to 1.5 meters high. You see what I'm talking about, good people. Meteorologist Elizabeth Ramos explained to the outlet that low pressure warm and humid wind from the Gulf of Mexico and the mountains caused high clouds to form, resulting in the intense hail. She still stated that the event was very rare, and I bet she did, all bought and paid for. So anyway, now I'm not going to show the videos, the rest of them, so you can research that yourself, good people, along with the government weather machine called the HART. So look it up. It is not classified anymore. Now, good people, do you all remember the movie Geostorm a while back, starring Gerald Butler? You know, the guy who played in the Spartan movie, The 300s. Check that movie out. Art tends to imitate life, good people. The revelation of the method. Look that up too. Remember, information is power, and he who has the information has the power. Until next time, this is your guy, Mr. Educator, Mr. Communicator, Mr. Free Thinker. Subscribe, share, and like to keep me rocking on the mic. Have a good night.
Understand you soon, it won't be long. Keep on, keep running.